Yes, ma'am.
So I was seeing many of you had that concern in the chat box. I was looking the first day, yesterday also, some of you were questioning. See, as of now, the first 15 days, it is totally different, preparing lesson plans, unit plans, and preparing e-content. We are even planning to arrange a small workshop of a day at least from somebody from Delhi for how to develop e-content, what are the major aspects you have to keep in mind. It's a learning for all of us. We also would like to attend, we'll learn all those things. So let's see, I know that it's the pleasure of going to school and being with children is not there, but still let there be something new. As the situation improves, we will see how you can at least go to school for 15 days at least. But as of now, I don't think you have to. Your coordinators didn't tell you to explore that option, if I'm right.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, somebody was asking yesterday, Ritanjali ma'am, that will we be given the official letter or not? But she said that we have to talk to the principal over here by ourselves without the official letter at first, and after that, she will think that if
Yeah.
official letter is needed or not. But
No, another thing is whether schools are opening in your local area, whether they will permit you. Some schools may
yeah,
permit, some schools may not. So half of you may have some kind of experience, half of you may not have. So all these issues have, because it has an implication on your assessment also. So
yes, ma'am.
all these things are under consideration. So I was seeing many of you were putting questions in the chat box. So don't worry of it right now. It is cross the bridge when it comes policy now, because uncertainty is so much. First, now 10 days you learn the activities of internship. Next 15 days you learn how to develop e-content, what are the nuances of delivering online lessons. So it's a new learning for you. Earlier batches never had this experience. These are new learning. So let us go slowly. I could see some of your anxiety, worry, everything. That's why I thought I'll talk to you for 5 minutes about it. And then let us go back to our knowledge and curriculum class. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Ashwin, you have been in the class from a very long time. You can speak something, which was the principle of curriculum development we were discussing in the last class. Do you remember? Ashwin Sharma. Hello, Ashwin. Where is he? Ashwin, what happened? Swati, are you here, Swati?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-huh. Okay, do you remember which are the principle we were discussing? Last class, we were talking about one particular principle, and we have two, three more which we'll complete today and plan for the next classes.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Which is that, if you remember?
Ma'am, we discussed principle of balance
Mm.
and
Yes.
the principle of personal and
Mm.
social psychological.
Mm.
Ma'am, we discussed only about that principle of balance in last class.
Last class, no, it was previous. 17th, we discussed, I think, principle of, we had a small video also to discuss.
Ma'am,
Chinmay?
principle of need.
Mm. What was
And
the
principle of utility.
utility? Yes. Manisha? Yes, principle of utility. How it is, how school experience is benefiting us to lead our life, the use. personal, social achievements, everywhere it has to have some benefit to the individual. That is also one of the principle when curriculum is developed, that is also considered. Let me share the screen and okay. So the curriculum, one is the syllabus, the content should try to put as much as experience as possible, a way that it is beneficial to everybody, not just the cognitive aspect. It should also take care of the affective and the cognitive or the psychomotor, the doing part also. Another utility principle is the previous, whatever we are learning in the earlier grades should have should have some link to our further learning and help us in choosing future course of studies also. It is not that you learn something in class 4 and you completely forget it. It happens. I remember last month when I was in my I was in my native place. I was interacting with a student of class 5. So that class 5 student, I asked her, do you remember, can you say I, E? She said, I learned it in class 1, I forgot. I asked her, do you remember the table of 3? She said, I learned it in class 2, I forgot. Can that happen?
Yes, ma'am.
It happens, no? If you forget the alphabets and basics of number concept, it has a link to the next learning in the next class. In the same way, what you learn in class 9, class 10 has a link to the next course of your study, the higher education. Nothing in higher education will start with the basics. So the curriculum will plan for all this, but it also depends on the responsibility of the individual. One is the processes which are involved in transacting the curriculum. It should be in such a way that a student will not forget the basic requirement, because that is required for them to read further. See, alphabet is not learned to forget. If we forget first standard, second standard, what we learn, if we forget for the next class, you know the crisis we have in schools now. Class 5 students are not able to read the class 1 textbook. DEE, let it go, no? Let them also know.
Sundari is telling I will give an activity of your master not, yeah, to me. Do I have to give separately? I don't know, yeah. Suddenly she come and tell me. To whom should I give? Give to her.
Who asked?
She come and say give. What activity are you doing?
Hello? Hope you are listening.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sorry, I was in some other thing. So the principle of utility, it is not just looking into the benefits of the content and the way it is learned to the day-to-day living, personal and social life. In addition, it also is for future learning. It has a link for future learning which has to be remembered. So the process of transaction has to take care of it. So students are bound to forget. So you can think of how, see, you are planning your lessons now, what measures can be taken in order to give belongingness to what we learn. Unless we have that internalization and belongingness to what we learn, that should come in the process of learning. So it becomes, last year I learned, I don't know this year. So if I don't know I, how will I learn the next step of it? How will I read the textbook? Anyway, the next is the principle of creativity. The name itself says, can I give chance to anybody to speak about this? An opportunity to discover something. They have to be discoverers, and provision for activity which can bring out the potential within them, which is unknown to them and to the others. A curriculum should provide an opportunity wherein some very very creative talent is there in a student, and an opportunity through the curriculum has to be provided that the creative potential comes out. May I request anybody to take 2 minutes and explain this before I give examples? When I present, I'm not able to see the screen, so I can't call names now.
Ma'am, good morning, ma'am. I'm
Yes,
Manisha.
Manisha.
Ma'am, as we know that every child born with some skill, and as a teacher, it's our responsibility to develop that creativity. As a child, don't know that he's able to do that thing or not, but this is the such a curriculum that uh, uh, we have to put in our curriculum so that they further go on his talent and they recognize their skill, and this is called creativity in develop in the children.
Yeah, the principle of creativity says opportunity, option should be there in the curriculum. That is the content. You see, you might have seen in the textbook, there will be a small box and some interesting information is given, and opportunity for children to carry out that is given. But usually it is ignored in the process. In the classroom activities, we ignore some things which is there in the textbook. The curriculum will give space for exploring the creative potential, but similarly, as you said, teachers also should be aware of it and give much more than what is there in the textbook, because it has to bring in the local relevance also. The content, we can link it to the local possibility that can be a part of learning in the classroom. See, you all know about Maslow's hierarchy of human need. In that, as the basic needs are met, that is the biological needs, then the psychological needs, safety, security, belongingness. After this, every individual will have a higher need for self-actualization, where there is a need for information. Everyone will crave to know more than what they already know. This is a basic human need. So the Maslow's theory talks about it. The need for information. There is a what do you call, eagerness to know much more, a little more than what is already known. So that option should be given. And once that need for information is fulfilled, it is need for recognition, need for contributing something, need for being beneficial to others. That is how the pyramid goes narrow at the top when we reach the highest level of self-actualization. So curriculum has to help children develop the highest potentiality and reach the highest need, that is self-actualization need. Can there be an example? Any class it can be. I remember class 5, class 6, I was teaching the national integration, wherein we talk of national flag, national anthem, the symbols of the nation. But the textbook may not talk about the person who what do we say, invented or who gave the basic structure of the national flag. But it can be an activity for children. Trace the history of national flag. It may not be there in the textbook, but if this kind of opportunity to discover more is given in the classroom, they will never forget that. Do you know the name of the person who gave the basic of the national flag? Urgent hai kya?
Ma'am, I think he's a Pingali Venkya.
After, yes, yeah, Venkaya, Pingali Venkaya. He belongs to Andhra Pradesh. And if a small opportunity, children can talk to elders, just opening is given in the class by the teacher. See, as teachers, we need not spend much time on these things. Children will talk to the elders in the family. They will find out from somewhere. They may read books. Now it is there is no question of talking to elders and reading books. It is only Google. Whatever it is, earlier it used to be such a beautiful conversation between our elders when teachers used to give us tasks like this. So if we don't know, we will ask our neighbor. Somewhere we will get to know, and there is a craving. Then see, because you will never forget, and a feeling of, see, this is what is the affective domain, like patriotism. It will develop automatically if you simply remember what are the colors of the national flag, what does the different colors signify. This is just the content which is for exam. But if you give little opportunity to discover further, it becomes a permanent learning. And also make a national flag, drawing, coloring. See, the affective domain and the psychomotor domain are also energized, engaged, and the learning becomes happier, fun, and forever. See how Venkaya, his background, then how he met Mahatma Gandhi in South Africa, what motivated him to develop this, and the kind of how initially he gave two colors to symbolize the unity or the harmony between the two major religious community of India. See, if we know all these things, see, there will be communal harmony also, and the contribution of a person like Badruddin Tayyabji into the making of national flag along with Venkaya. So we know how people were working so closely with the feeling of nationalism, oneness. So whatever small discomfort we have in the society right now in the name of religion, knowing the history, discovering the past will make us live a life of harmony. So that is what, curriculum, the textbooks give opportunity. We need to utilize those opportunity.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, in our NCERT books, especially in science, there are two characters. They made one is Bujo and one is Paheli. So they raise questions in between the topics. They do conversation and they raise the questions. So there is opportunity for students to discover think more about the topics.
Yes, very true. So when you go to school also, along with those questions, see this inquiry, you can develop your own questions. When you plan your lesson itself, that is what is planning for lesson. When you do the unit plan, you can explore the resources. You can think of the additional activities you do. See, you are in the process of preparing lessons now. You can include all these ideas. The NCERT textbook, as you rightly said, they have changed the approach and the lesson goes on with questions. You can have the same method of transaction of the content in the classroom through questioning, giving opportunity for children to question just like the characters of the NCERT textbook. Do you remember any question in any lesson? Who was that? Is that Manisha again?
Yes, ma'am.
I am not able to see the screen, so I don't know who spoke now about the
Ma'am,
character.
no, ma'am, I am not see Swati Chauhan.
Who told that the textbooks have that opportunity?
Ma'am, I am Swati Chauhan, ma'am. I have said that.
Swati. Yes, yes. See, because I don't see the screen, I'm sorry. That is why I say when I'm not presenting, I know who's speaking. When I'm presenting, I don't know who's speaking. So I prefer to know the name of the student before they speak. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Discovering and creating opportunity for all these things. It is, remember, the curriculum frameworks will keep in mind all these things when the curriculum planning is going on. That is what is principle of creativity and the principle of variety. The name itself says one is to suit everyone's interest, ability, and need. Can there be anything when you talk of principle of variety?
Ma'am, individual differences.
Yes, yeah. Individual difference, individual learning style. It is how children learn. We have to provide multiple ways of representing the knowledge what we are giving. For example, say you are talking of a quadrilateral. We usually draw the picture in the blackboard. That is one way of representing. Say 10% of children get the idea of quadrilateral the moment it is drawn. Nowadays, the drawing is also avoided in the name of smart classrooms and charts and all those things. See, showing the picture is one way of representing. You have to cater to variety through, this is the transaction, because there should be multiple means for various. See, 10% of children may be able to see the picture, or there may be 10% who want to draw, want to see how the teacher is drawing, and they want to draw and understand develop the concept. And some may want to touch and develop, some may want to hear, give the description of the shape which is being drawn. Maybe if some children may see, but still they want to learn through auditory modality and models to touch, and give them opportunity to create. It could be any content, multiple means of representation is very, very essential, and the textbook also will talk of it. For example, variety, when you say, see, you take a textbook of any class and see, initially there will be all, that is also variety. It is not just one language. In the younger days, we learn 3 languages, and now with the new policy, there is opportunity to learn more language also side by side if there is interest of the child. This is variety, principle of variety. And there is mathematics, there is science. Yeah.
Ma'am, I want to speak something about this.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Please.
I want to link the principle of utility, principle of creativity, and principle of variety with a common example.
Very good, very good. It's all linked. Good. Go ahead.
That is overall, all are seeing IPL. That is Indian Premier League is a World T20 cricket game. It is going on. But I want to express this and linking all these 3 activities.
Which content? Sorry, which content?
IPL, Indian Premier
Okay.
Going on. That is principle of utility, principle of creativity, and principle of variety. First of all, I am going to principle of utility. Means it is the utility is that how you are going to prepare a young one to present in a bigger platform. Like India, they were preparing to play for their country, like India, Australia. So now the young ones are participating in these all games. So here principle of utility is that to how to prepare. That is main thing is how to we would prepare them to they will prepare for the better platform. So they need the principle of now the second one comes the creativity.
Yeah.
If there is some creativity, like I'm giving some example, is Subramanian Gill. Well, Subramanian Gill is a young talent. Yeah. So if he will not get the chance, like the Sanju Samson, he's a young talented player, but he did not get the chance, so he lost his consistency and he is not playing for our country. But he is working hard. Now only he played a magnificent knock of for the Rajasthan Royal. So here, what the Indian board should do that to prepare that player so that he can perform. But he is not getting the chance. He has the creativity, he has the opportunity, but he is not giving the opportunity. The Indian player like the Rishabh Pant, he is playing for the India, but his consistency is not there. So the Indian board should think about his creativity so that he can perform in a bigger platform. Now here comes the variety. There is lot of variety is there in the game. Like you will see, the young players are coming in a bigger platform where the IPL is there. Means they were sharing their room and all these things about the towards the coach. The coach were the main player of there. They were the so they when they will share their room, they will share their activities also, means what they have done for their country and what should they do for the IPL. So the players are joining with the bigger player. So they were sharing their thoughts and what to have out the playing games, all these things. So for this conclusion, I want to tell that in student activities also, like in the education system also, there should be a common platform where the teachers and students should feel free. They can share their experience with all the things. Then the teacher can recognize their talent. And after the recognition of the talent, they can give their opportunity. According to the, if you are spinner, then you should play for the your leg spin or off spin. That's the teacher will be see that yes, he is studying or not. Means he is some part is weak, means he is not doing well in the mathematics. So for mathematics they will prefer the another teacher who is well in mathematics, and he can prefer them. So this, like if you will tell, like if you link to the other game also, like because life is a game, we should link them all these activities with the education system also. Because in education system, if you will see, there is lots of common things you will get in the lifestyle also, where we are living, eating. These all are the education system. So there should be a common platform where the teacher says like a friendship. There will be no barrier about the he is a younger or he is a elder or younger. These all things should be not there in a common system. If I am not telling that in class, we should respect them also.
Yeah.
But there should be a common platform where we will share our thoughts also. They will share thoughts also. There will be something friendship so that we can know about them, and these all things will be happen. Then all things, all the young talent player will become with a bright future. So like the student also will come with a bright.
No, very, very good sharing. May I know your name?
Miss Nilkant Mahanta.
Nilkant. Okay. Thank you so much for expanding the classroom by giving an analogy of IPL. Probably you are a cricket fan and you are following the IPL. Good time for you. This is the right time to enjoy IPL. Okay, very true. And I think, as you said, all these principles ultimately will culminate into the happiness of learning, no barrier in learning, no constraints in interacting with anybody. That is where we should reach with the curriculum. Thank you very much for expanding. I request all of you to think further. You can bring in new content, and when you're developing your lesson now, you see the textbook, the content, and how this is fitting into the principles of curriculum, what we are discussing, and how you can make it more relevant to students in the way of your transaction. So the last principle which I have noted here is the principle of flexibility. It is expanding the scope for expanding the content which is learned. One is in their own context and taking from their own experience. The learning will become meaningful when it is linked or they get a chance to do it. For example, vegetative propagation, when you teach in school, there may be an example of the plant which is unknown to known to a student in a, say, Bhubaneswar or Koraput or Sambalpur. The student may not know about the plant which is there in the textbook. Usually the textbook gives the common names of it in different languages. So it becomes easy for the students and the teachers also to link and know. So that is understanding based on my own context, my own surrounding. Another one is opportunity, that is the experience. If I am learning vegetative propagation in class 8, I have to get a chance to create something through vegetative propagation. I have to try out. I have to see what are the plants in my surrounding which are growing through vegetative propagation. Can I develop one and see what are the conditions? See, it becomes, the learning gets integrated into chemistry, into physics, into social science, into surrounding, everywhere when we experience, when we really do it. So again here, love for nature is developed. So the cognition is knowing the name of the plant, knowing the different types of vegetative propagation. But see the affective domain, that enjoying doing something and contributing to the nature and appreciating the beauty in nature, understanding the coexistence of human beings with plants and the biotic and abiotic in the first place, then plants and animals. How the, see, these are all, these fill us with a feeling of belonging to the larger universe. This can come only if we do it. If we simply learn these are the different ways of vegetative propagation, budding, cutting, grafting, if we list it, it's only the content. Next year, definitely it will not be remembered. And the surrounding should give us, so the textbook has to take us, and the content should be in such a way that it is possible for us to relate our experience to, or relate our learning or the content what we are getting in the class, to do it ourselves. Again, I'm referring to the text box, how an activity which can be done by the student is written, which is related to the content. The reason is giving children the possibility of expanding it, giving more flexibility. You don't have to give the example which is there in the book, because I don't know that plant. I know another plant which is propagating with the same procedure, but it is in my surrounding. That is the principle of flexibility with our own examples, with our own surroundings. Anything we learn, if we can link, even in language lessons, we are learning about learning in the classroom, or if the lesson is on nature, we should be able to relate it to our own surrounding, the nature around us, and experience and express it. Why don't we write about the nature around us in the way either Ruskin Bond or somebody expresses, which we read in the classroom, or an imaginary story, or a life experience. Somebody will narrate a life experience. We also have lots of life experience. Make the curriculum in the exam also. See, flexibility, when we say it is the curriculum, it encompasses everything. Assessment. In assessment, instead of asking and restricting to the content, we can expand it to the experience and the surrounding of the student. I don't know if I have stopped sharing. Okay. Very few students are in the class. I don't know, next week I will not take. I thought there are 2 more bits in the unit. One is models of curriculum planning and another one is process. Okay, my plan is the process, I want to give it as assignment to you for second assessment. I'll consider it for assessment, and the model I will prepare and put it in the classroom. Because next Thursday I'll see if you want I can take, but since you are spending online in the afternoon also in the internship activities, I don't want to hold you for long. Next week I may not take. Let's see, is it okay? One
Ma'am,
assignment and one self study.
Ma'am,
Tell.
ma'am, from 1st October our internship will start, then our regular classes will go on, or it will not there?
No, it will not go on actually, because internship,
Okay,
though
ma'am.
the activities are so much that you have to engage yourself in developing those. It is not just 2 hours you may be online, but it doesn't mean that the 2 hours only you are engaged in internship. You have whole lot of time to read, prepare, develop material, discuss with each other. You can contact your teachers, you can learn more. So all this, so you will not actually, now itself it is not your class time, it is pre-internship time. You have to read, you have to relate today what is there, yesterday what was told, note down all those things, learn, rehearse, understand. You have lots of confusion, get it clarified. Maybe one of the sessions I am also taking for you, it must be on Sunday. Let me see, as per our convenience we shall take that session. We can clarify some things on that activity that day. Okay then. So one assignment and one self-study. I'll put it in the classroom, Google Classroom. Feel free to contact me either email or message or through Google Classroom for any doubt or any extra material you want. Okay, shall we say bye-bye for today then? Or any change in what I suggested, you can please ask me in the chat box or message or anywhere. Models of curriculum planning, I'm thinking of developing and putting it in the classroom for self-study. And process is an assignment for you. I'll prepare question and put it. That's used for second internal assessment. Okay, bye-bye. You can leave the class. If there's nothing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Bye-bye. You have to leave the class voluntarily. Where is Ashwin? You tell him, I was calling him in the class and he did not respond to me. You have to inform him.
Ma'am, he wrote in the chat box that he can't unmute his mic, network problem.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Let
Yes,
us
ma'am.
ask him to know, because some students can't unmute, they say. Is it the network issue or something to do with the device? I don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.